This ain't no joke, this ain't no game. This that CSZ game. They said pull up, so I came. You better put some respect on their name. Yeah, 55 was goody. Kill the vibe, how could he? Big Cardinal on a hoodie. Let me break it down for you fully. This ain't your average broadcast. This ain't just no podcast. Another show spread fake news. We just call it podcast. West, Joey, Sam, Shawn, Dalton. And you know that boy hit you. We say they want small fries. Tell them they better make them big. Yeah, you already know what we be on.
You bet. 40. Here it goes. This place is gone.
If we set it instead of the stone, sit in the seat, set up your phone. You in the Cardinal sports zone.
Straight steal of home. The slide. The Cards win.
The magic is working tonight. How do you know when things are
The emotional journey to the championship.
What is up, everybody? We are coming to you live from the Shoot 360 studios. It is the longest running streaming podcast series in the city devoted to Louisville athletics. This is the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast brought to you by Prime IV Louisville. I am your host, Jeremy Wahman. Here are my co-hosts for the day. It is assistant editor at CardinalSportsZone.com. He's pretty much the backbone of the website, if the backbone had spinal deficiencies, but he still is the listen. Shout out to Higgy for getting all these. Higgy's actually been doing work helping out Shawn. So shout out to the Higster, not here, but it's our guy Shawn Barber.
How's it going?
No jokes tonight. We had those last night on the wrestling podcast. Also, it is the big little brother Joe Wahman.
Acknowledge me.
Joining us here in a few minutes, it is Louisville football beat writer Sam Baisden. And do not forget, the Mossy Oak chat line is open. I see it lighting up already. If you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or however, send us your questions on social media. Check the graphic below to see how you can follow the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast on social media, or how you can help support monetarily if you wish to. Hit that thumbs up button while you're here on YouTube, and make sure you're watching on YouTube if you can. It will help us out more. Shout out to all of our fine sponsors: Fitness Market, Four Pegs, the Collision Course Crew Tailgaters, Cherry Pickin, Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House, Beckmanns, FineBladeZ, and Josh Jarboe from Remax Realty. I don't remember if I said this or not, but Prime IV Louisville as well. I thought I said that first, but for some reason, I'll just say it again. Listen, speaking of Prime IV Louisville, are you ready to take your health to the next level? Prime IV Hydration and Wellness has a special promotion just for you. Join them now and receive 1 month free with a 6-month membership. This offer is only available for a limited time, so head on down to Prime IV in Middletown to enjoy their customized IV treatments and expert care. Elevate your wellness routine today. Give them a call, 502-251-9836. We've got our next appointments already set. Is that what game do we have that night? We're going to be really good and relaxed. Is that California?
No, it's the day after the Clemson game.
Oh, it is okay. Oh, so okay. I don't know why I thought you said it was. Never mind. Regardless, it's going to be a good time. We're going to be relaxing after a big victory. It's going to be, speaking of, great segue. Day before the Clemson game will be another Thursday night live with CSZ, 8 p.m. episode 300. Steve Rummage, Chris Redman, myself, Joey, Shawn, maybe Sam. Who knows who else will show up? Well, I know one other person that's showing up, but I'm not going to ruin that surprise. Again, I'm going to keep that to myself for now. Let's get to the chat. Willie Clarkson saying, let's go. Robbie Dull, good evening, gentlemen. What's up? Dion Noel, the man, the myth, the legend. What's good, Dion? So give me a shout out. Brother, how are you doing, man? We are doing fantastic. Living life and making the best out of all bad situations that are going on in our life right now. Shout out to Mom. She is killing it in rehab. I watched her today stand up by herself. Well, with a little help, but still, she was in there pumping them 10-pound dumbbells on each side. She got on the seated stair stepper and did as many steps as it takes to get to the top of Statue of Liberty. with her one little leg just. So, doing good, brother. Enjoy. Well, we appreciate you enjoying the show, and we love to have a good time and enjoy the show. Look, we're going to get right into it. Segment one, while we're waiting for Sam, segment one, Virginia Tech wants to watch. That's my segment. Fun fact, Virginia Tech has not scored 28 points against a Power 4 team this year in regulation. Welcome to this week's edition of Wants to Watch. I show you the statistical leaders on the team. Easy for me to say. Talk to you about some things I observed on film, whatever else catches my eye. Also, make sure if you want more in-depth. Now, mine's very basic breakdown. But our guy Justin Kruger does an article called "Everything You Need to Know." It's fantastic. It comes out every Thursday. It comes out Thursday when the games are on Saturdays, and Tuesdays when the games are on or Wednesday when the games are on Friday. So check it out. There's a link. There will be a link in our. There is a link in the Wants to Watch post on CardinalSportsZone.com. The 3-5 Eagles have won one game after dropping the previous two. They're averaging 25 points per game while giving up 29.88. Not a good sign for them, especially with the 28-point rule. The Hokies have lost to Wake Forest, Georgia Tech, Vanderbilt, Old Dominion, and South Carolina. They've rushed for a total of 1,474 yards, good for 184.3 yards per game. They passed for 1,516 yards, good for 189.5 yards per game. Stellar rushing attack. They have committed 9 turnovers, but have only forced 8. So not a good turnover ratio there. Offensively, they're averaging 373 yards per game. Their starting quarterback, Kyron Drones, has the following stat line so far. He has completed 141 out of 236 passes, about 58.5%. Thrown 6 interceptions, 1,500 yards, 14 touchdowns with a long of 67. He has been sacked 21 times this season. It's Lubin time. Receiving-wise, Aiden Green, 23 catches for 365 yards and 2 touchdowns. Donovan Green, don't know if it's a relation, 16 catches for 274 yards and 2 touchdowns. And Takei Heath, 15 catches for 157 yards and 3 touchdowns, are all leading the way receiving-wise this season. All average over 10.5 yards per catch. Ugh. On the ground, Marcellus Hawkins, 85 rushes for 531 yards and 1 touchdown. And Kyron Drones, 55 rushes for 373 yards. Make up for – wait a minute, I'm missing a name here. Let me pull this up real quick. I've got it.
Terrion Stewart is 55 rushes for 373.
Let's see what I got. Did I just leave? And I'll tell you this much. It's Shawn didn't do a very good job at editing this because I absolutely left the kid's name out. 113 yards, 414.
That's Drones, yeah.
That's Kyron Drones.
Yeah.
So who's 55 for 373?
That's Stewart.
Terrion Stewart.
Okay, so Kyron Drones, 113 rushes for 414 yards, 7 touchdowns. Shawn, you're so fired. Make up for 1,300 out of the team's almost 1,500 yards on the ground. Their defense has only forced, as I said earlier, 8 turnovers this season. They have only sacked the opposing quarterback 17 times this year. They've given up 29 touchdowns. Their leading tacklers are Caleb Spencer, linebacker, 42. Linebacker Caleb Wilson, 34. And linebacker Jaden Keller, 32. So they all 3 leading tacklers are linebackers. If that tells you what it tells me is they're pretty good at defending the run, or that's where they make most of their plays at. They allow over 367 yards per game in total offense. Opponents have gotten into the red zone 32 times. They've scored 23 of them. Punter averaging 44.3 yards per punt. They are 14 of 17 from field goals and have not missed an extra point. The Cards are a 13.5-point favorite. Saturday at 3 p.m. on the CW. Let's dig right into it, Shawn. Offensively, what can we expect from Virginia Tech?
You can expect a lot of shotgun and a lot of motion. They run a lot of motion back and forth, trying to see
Back and forth motion.
Yeah, what the defense is trying to do, they try to run that jet sweep motion so they can try to cause some misdirection, cause you have to, keep your eye. You got to keep your eyes disciplined with them because obviously the quarterback will run it a lot, and he's got two good running backs. Both the running backs are very good. Hawkins got the most yards overall, but Stewart actually has the longest rush, an 85-yard rush, and somehow he hasn't scored a touchdown. That's because it looks like drones, when they get in the red zone, it's a lot of read option, drones taking it, trying to get in the end zone. They're not going to throw the ball too much. It's a lot of short stuff. Now, they will try to hit you over the top. They'll play action, try to hit you over the top for big gainers. But other than that, it's mainly you stop the run, you stop them.
Okay. Let's preview Louisville's offense a little bit too, Shawn. And I know I didn't prepare you for this, but what can Louisville do offensively to kind of take advantage of the schemes that Virginia Tech put up there against them?
Well, they actually, if you can hold the pass blocking, you have some opportunities in the passing game. Chris Bell could have a huge day. Lacey can have a huge day. But that's the thing. That's also Virginia Tech's defensive strength is their defensive line. They get to the quarterback, even though they don't have that many sacks, they cause a lot of pressure. And with Miller Moss, obviously, he's not great under pressure. So we got to protect the quarterback.
He's great at throwing a Long John Silver's box of fish for two basket, though.
Yeah.
Just shocked somebody hadn't jumped up and grabbed it.
But other than that, I would like to see us still stick with the run, though, because I think there's opportunities there. Even though the linebackers do have basically the lion's share of tackles, I think there's a lot of opportunities in the run game to get to that second level. And with our running backs, they can make guys miss, and I think it can make the linebackers miss. And then that way, that sets up the play action, takes some of the pressure off Miller Moss to have to just throw the ball all around the field. We don't want him doing that. So I think it's got to be run, even if it's not big gains, even if it's not 78-yard runs, 5-6 yard runs. Break a 10 to 15-yarder here, play action, go over the top, utilize a short passing game like they started to do against Miami, and they did continue somewhat last week as well.
As we wait for Sam to hop on here, what I will also add to that, look, Virginia Tech's been struggling this year, but we're playing at Virginia Tech, so that's going to level them up a little bit anyway. Now, as I say that, and let me go ahead and go back to my notes for just a second. Rely, pal. Thanks. To be fair, and and I couldn't even spell Virginia right. I spelled, what's Shawn Tech? I don't understand that. To be fair, Old Dominion beat Virginia Tech at Virginia Tech by 20. Minnesota beat them at Virginia Tech by 14. Vandy beat them at Virginia Tech by 24. What a horrible coincidence that Virginia Tech schedules an SEC bottom feeder, and they turn out to be a juggernaut for one season. Wake Forest beat them by 7. So Wake Forest is the closest. Well, let's see. So they have. Oh, wait a minute. Minnesota was last year. My bad. They have lost to Old Dominion at home this year. Vanderbilt, so 0-2. They beat Wofford by 32. Then they lost to Wake by 7. And they beat, that's right, they just beat California in overtime this past week. And again, they beat them 42-34, but all those points were after regulation and overtime. So it is what it is. They've got, so this is their remaining slate. They've got us, Florida State, Miami, and Virginia.
That sucks.
That's a horrible murderer's row
they might be able to beat Virginia. They could pick them off.
Yeah, that's possible. That's possible. I'm trying to remember who it is, and it could have been. That's who it was. It was Boston College. Boston College, their remaining schedule is just ignorant. So they had us, right? They played Notre Dame this weekend, then SMU, then Georgia Tech, then Syracuse. That's tough. That's tough for them. So, yeah. So, listen, defensively, Joey, what do you have as far as the Virginia Tech defense is concerned?
Well, their defensive line and their linebackers obviously is where their bread and butter is on the defense. They do struggle. So while defensive line picks up the run fairly well, they do struggle in getting a pass rush. They're not very good at the pass rush. They do have some standout defensive tackles, Kevin Gilliam Jr. and Kamari Copeland. Copeland has led the team with 6 tackles for loss and 4 sacks. The linebackers, Keller and Woodson, have been the key players at the second level. As you said earlier, Keller has he had 76 tackles last season than what he's done so far this year. So the secondary, this is the game where Miller Moss should be able to eat quite a bit. Their secondary is a major weakness. They rank among the worst nationally in passer rating allowed, completion percentage allowed, and yards per attempt allowed. Quarterback Isaiah Brown-Murray is a solid individual performer, but the rest of the secondary is a big liability. And the pass rush's inconsistency does not help that. Tackling has been a significant issue, undermining otherwise solid defensive stands. They rank in the ACC. Where was that? They rank 15th in the ACC in points per game allowed. This defense does, so right at the bottom. Middle of the pack in total defense. They're amongst the worst in the country in their pass defense. So Miller Moss, Colin Lacey, Chris Bell, Jalil Skinner, Meeks, all these guys. I'm forgetting the one guy, Hurry. Forgetting somebody else, but these guys need to be ready to play. Who am I forgetting here that I was Dakari Collins.
Dakari Collins, yeah.
Dakari Collins. But rushing, they still give up about 150 yards a game on the ground. So there still is that aspect. Now, question: Duke Watson, good to go or no? Do we have an injury report on our running backs?
I haven't heard anything yet. That doesn't mean nothing's been said. I just haven't heard anything.
Because we're going to need to we're going to need to do some ground and pound just to wear out that defensive line. We know what Isaac Brown can do. We've seen with Jeff's 84 shot photo / video. That was awesome.
That was pretty dope.
Yeah, what he can do there. So, but yeah, their defense is not very good. Offense is, I'll say, it's pretty one-dimensional in the fact that it's one guy, really, Kyron Drones. So we just need to make sure we don't let him get loose. On the ground. I think our secondary, our linebackers and our secondary have proven game after game after game, if you throw the ball in their direction, they're going to knock it down or they're going to come down with it. So if we can just contain him on the ground, I think we're going to be doing fairly well.
So last week, Sam sent us his stuff online and then messaged me later on that day and said, I accidentally sent that to your Uncle John. He apparently left out the S. I don't know how he sent it to Jay Womman. He sent it to jwomman at AOL.com. I'm trying to access
Is Uncle John messaging back?
No.
Oh.
Trying to get in here. I don't know what's happened, but it is. Okay, let's try one more time. Sorry about this. I know it's live TV, but I have a beat writer that that likes to send my family members emails. So, okay, still don't have it.
Duke Watson's listed as out right now.
He's listed as out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chris Bell's listed as probable, which I find interesting.
I didn't know that he was probably not playing.
Not well. That means he should play.
Right.
But I didn't
He
know
should play.
he should.
Oh, he said he sent everything to you on Twitter, Joey.
Oh, well, he should know better than that.
Oh, okay.
Let's check it out.
Let's see if he had
Oh,
anything.
he sure did.
That's okay.
Look to the top of the team. Search it says their stats records say they are, but at the end of the day, they are what the record says they are. Then it's got his locks for the game and his
Okay.
score.
So we'll ask you for those a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't
later
say
on
what I didn't say defensively. So except for he's trying to give him a little bit more credit than I am. So
Okay. All right. Well, let's reset real quick as we are halfway through the show. Again, this is the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast brought to you by Prime IV Hydration and Wellness Louisville. At Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, they believe in the power of personalized health care. Their memberships are designed to provide you with regular access to top quality IV drips and injections tailored to your unique needs. Discover the benefits of consistent wellness treatments and join the Prime IV family today. Your journey to better health starts here. 502-251-9836. And I'm going to try to talk Sam into going with us when we go. I know we haven't set him up an appointment or anything, but they'll set one up for us and see what he thinks about it. I mean, we've had really, really good results from it, sustained. I never feel like I need to go back in before the 5 or 6 weeks is over with. So it's been really, really good for me. Let's go ahead and knock this out since we're reaching one of the final times we do this because we've already decided we're going to do tomorrow I'm going to work on the new intro for Shawn's segment, the barbershop, where he is going to talk shop and he's going to give his best pickup line. I haven't decided, do I want Shawn to give his best pickup lines or do we give him pickup lines so that way he can react to the ones we give him? What's the better reaction? Him reacting to funny stuff we tell him to say or us reacting to funny things he says?
him.
Okay. All right. Well, go ahead and roll the footage, Shawn.
No.
You would think that would get sad after a while, but it just.
Remember Vince McMahon's old music?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Let's give a re-shout out before we get canceled to our fine sponsors once again. Prime IV Louisville, Fitness Market, Four Pegs, Collision Course Crew, Cherry Pickin, Shoot 360, Mossy Oak, Planet Fitness, Rally House, Beckmanns FineBladeZ, and Josh Jarboe from Remax Realty. Little basketball talk before we get back to football. Michael Brown led all scores with 28 points, 4 rebounds, and 6 assists as the Cards win big 99-76. Teresa jinxed us. We had 99 points with like 3 minutes left, and we're going to get 100. And then we didn't. Versus Bucknell in the Friends of Jimmy V Classic. What started off as a slow night offensively culminated in the Cards hitting 23 3-point baskets in the rout. The Cards hit a key 21-3 run mid-game to put this away. McNeely added 6 threes for 18 points. Conwell had 15 points, 10 rebounds. And Hadley and Frew had 11 points each. The Cards went 23 of 46 beyond the stripe. They only hit 8 two-pointers the whole game. Cards open up the regular season Monday at 9 p.m. versus South Carolina State. So the Louisville team we saw the other night offensively was the team that we thought we had all summer. I'd like to see us play a little bit more defense. Both games we didn't play defense exceptionally well. I'm wanting to see what is our standard of playing offensively? Is it the hit 50% of our threes or only hit 10% of our threes like we did against Kansas or whatever the percentage was? We can't afford to have off nights in the ACC. We definitely can't afford to have off nights in this rough non-conference schedule we've got the first month of the season. I liked what I saw offensively. Michael hitting his shots and being confident and not, getting hurt. Whether it was his pride, his feelings, or a legitimate ankle hurt during the first game. Peterson definitely outshined him in game one. It's not even me going out on it. If I was going out on a limb on that, it would just be a twig. And it would snap because I'm a big boy. But Michael looked every bit of the part. Had he played against Kansas the way he played against Bucknell, we win that game easily. If we just hit 4 more threes against Kansas, we win easily. If we hit 3, we win the game, right? We lost by 8.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just one of those things I do not, and I saw it last year a lot. I live by the 3, die by the 3. Now, I understand that that's exciting basketball. And Pat Kelsey has said, I want to put on exciting basketball product onto the court. And that's fine. But it's not exciting to lose games. So we're going to have to establish a front court presence. We got some teams coming up in the next 2 weeks that have very talented front courts. We're going to need Ali and Sananda to step up and play big down low, rebound the basketball. Not worried about the guard matchups at all. Shawn, what did you think about the game?
Well, I thought the ball movement was a lot better.
So you like the ball movement?
Yeah. I just like the fact the guy.
Yeah.
His reaction was better than the.
Yeah.
The shooting was obviously much better. The thing is, they were getting some of those same shots against Kansas. I know that Eric Crawford put out a picture showing a shot. I believe it was of Michael Brown taking a shot, and a Kansas player right there in his face. For those that are watching, whereas in the last game against Bucknell, there was nobody around him except Pat Kelsey, basically looking like that's what I want.
Right.
But they got those open shots because of the ball movement. They weren't moving the ball against Kansas hardly at all. There was a lot of one-on-one stuff. One pass, take the shot. As long as they move the ball, they're going to have a chance to shoot well. If they don't, if it's a lot of one-on-one, dribble, take the jumper. One pass, maybe 2, take the jumper. It's not going to work. They do have to get somebody at least, if not inside, maybe high post.
So we only out-rebounded Bucknell 37-35. That's got to change going forward.
Yeah. Which is weird because Kansas, we out-rebounded them by
26-12 was the assist. We had 26. They had 12. What was the other thing? We turned the ball over 14 times. They only turned it over 13.
We did better, though. We came down from the 20 that we had against Kansas. So that's incremental improvement. Next game, which is the real deal, I'd like to see them no more than 10.
6 blocks.
He's muffled.
Do what?
Shawn sounds muffled.
Yeah. Okay. Try again.
Yeah, I sound muffled now.
Yeah, maybe it's just, I don't know. Jeremy sounds fine. You don't.
Here we go.
But when he backed away, it sounded better. So maybe he's too close to the mic.
It could be. You know how he likes to get up on those. And that's all for this week, everybody.
We'll see. Maybe another day.
What?
Maybe another day.
What?
Maybe. They're going to kick off the airwaves.
He doubles down. Yes, maybe one day I'll. Pat Kelsey was talking today. I don't know where he was at. So, something was it for Mayor Greenberg maybe?
I think it might have been. I saw some of the video highlights of it.
And he tells a story about how he was talking about Cardinal grades, and he was talking about when he played for Wyoming. He said Denny Crum brought the University of Louisville Cardinals to a little bitty gym in Wyoming, and he was curious about who his assignment was going to be. And he was like, well, it's not going to be Clifford Rozier. It's not going to be Jason Osborne. And Jason Osborne was there at the thing. It's not going to be he named a couple other people that I didn't think. I wasn't really sure if they all played together, but he mentioned a couple other players. He's like, and well, my matchup was DeJuan Wheat. And on that game, I held him to 36 points. It was a funny story. Funny. I really love Pat Kelsey, man. He's not giving me any reason to dislike him yet. I know a lot of people are saying, well, let's give him some time before we anoint him as the next great Louisville basketball coach. He's already leaps and bounds, personality-wise and on the court, over the last two coaches we've had here. I mean, nobody's going to match Rick with his personality. I say that because I don't know. I will say this. I think Chris Mack had an incredible social media presence. I think Pat Kelsey could probably match him there. That's about the only thing. I don't know. I think Pat Kelsey could be here for a long time. Aaron Walker says, good evening. Let's hope. Oh, all right. Read that. Number 21, Louisville women's soccer up 2-0 over SMU. 26 minutes left in the second. Thank you for that update, Robbie. Our personal little sports center right there. Here's the thing. We have to get away from the living by every play, dying by every play type of watching basketball. There's a lot of people I love that I see on Twitter, both privately and publicly, that it's the whole story like we used to tell about that we tell about our dad when he would watch games, and if we hit a shot, it was yay, and if we miss a shot, he's like, oh, well, get him out of the game. And that's literally what I'm seeing in real time on social media. It's the Louisville up 7-0 in football. Oh, we're dominating. Louisville up 7-3. We're going to blow this game. Louisville up 14-3. We're the best ever. 14-10. Nah, this sucks. We fire Ron English. So we got to do better as fans, or actually don't. You know what? Fan however you want to. If you want to be miserable, be miserable. Speaking of football, let's get to our locks and predictions. Joey, since he's not here, can you know what? No, forget that. Joey, give us your locks and predictions first.
Oh, let's see. Locks. I'm gonna double down. I think one of my locks last week. Well, no, it wasn't one of my locks, but during my score prediction, I said we get a defensive or a special team touchdown. I think we repeat that again this week. I think we will see a defensive or special teams touchdown. And I'll say on offense, I'm going to say that Miller Moss throws for 4 touchdown passes.
Did we have special teams or defensive touchdown last week?
Yes.
Yeah.
Who? No, we had one caught blown dead on the sideline, but I don't remember us getting a.
Oh, maybe that's that, but it should have counted.
Sure. No, absolutely.
And that's why I'm doubling down on it.
Okay. And that's a good reason to double
It's going to count this time. It should have counted, but they messed that up.
Idiots. No, we're counted. Officially in the record books at CSZ, we count that.
Let's see, 4 touchdown passes, 1 on the ground, 5, 6, 42.
Okay, so hold off on the score. Just the lock. I know I said locks and prediction, but hold off on the prediction. Shawn, what about your lock?
Defensively, it's going to be a fumble return for a touchdown.
Okay, Shawn biting off Joey.
And offensively, 2 different tight ends catch a touchdown.
Okay, unconventional, unlikely. I'll allow it. Offensively, for me, Miller Moss throws for 400 yards passing. Defensively, I've got 4 turnovers forced by the defense. Now, is that enough to overcome how many of our offensive turnovers we have? Like last week? Hopefully so. What was Sam's locks?
It says locks, but I only see one.
Okay.
My locks for this game is that we'll see 2 wide receivers with over 100 yards. After what Isaac Brown did, I believe Virginia Tech will come out and sell out to stop the run and allow their talent and depth on the line to get after Miller Moss. I'm not sure where
that sounds like a lock for Virginia Tech. We don't normally do those, but okay.
It is Sam, though.
And I'll be honest with you, not just picking on Sam, but if your linebackers have all your tackles, I'm not sure how good your defensive line is. That means they're getting to the second level of the playing field before they're getting tackled. So I'm not really sure how awesome their defensive line is. I don't have their stats. Joey, you might be able to pull them up, but it is what it is. Score predictions. Go ahead and give us Sam's. Is it like 21 to 4?
37-20 Louisville.
Okay, 37-20. That would be 17-point victory. Shawn?
I'm going to go 35-14 Louisville.
Okay. All right. Joey?
I'm going 48-16 Cards.
Okay. Now, Virginia Tech hadn't scored 28 points, or more than 28 points in regulation against the Power 4 team. So that's why it was very easy for me to pick that they will score 28 points this game. But with Miller Moss throwing for 400 yards, with the running game getting the way it's going, I'm going 49-27 Louisville. I think that this is the game that the offense all clicks. I actually think I only said the 28 for fun. I really think this is going to be 48-14. I think this is the game, and I'm changing it as we go. 48, not 48-14, 48-16.
We're twinsies.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
you said 48-16 or 49? No, 49. I said 49.
Well, you just said 48. That's why I said twinsies.
49.
When you changed to 16, you said 48-16.
All right, 49-16. Moss for 400 yards. I
guess
guess
Price is
righted Joey accidentally. Listen, we appreciate all y'all's love and support. Shout out and support our photographers, Jeff Nunn, TJ Barr, Justin Kruger, and Keith Russell. Welcome again to our new photog, Renee Russell. She'll be shooting women's basketball. Keith is our men's basketball. JK is our baseball. TJ is floating and covering whenever other people can. And Jeff Nunn is old Henri behind. He is our football beat writer, but he also decides to take games in other sports that he wants to go to away from the other photogs, which is what Henri old shaking their front fist at the front yard and get out of my lawn looking dudes do. So stay tuned to our social media and subscribe to us on YouTube or Facebook to be alerted anytime we go live, even though we prefer YouTube. You can find the audio version on over 125 different podcast avenues: Apple, iTunes, Buzzsprout, Spotify, TuneIn, Google, Amazon, iHeart. Hit subscribe, like, heart, plus sign, or whatever Fortnite dance Shawn's doing right now to subscribe and to have these downloaded directly to your phone, laptop, or personal computer. If you haven't listened to all the prior episodes of the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast, it's easy to find. Go to cardinalsportszone.com, podcast tab, podcast drop-down menu, select CSZ Podcast for the stuff from our last 7 seasons, from the stuff that we did prior to our run on Big Time Radio here in Louisville, not on AM radio, but on Big Time Radio. You can check the archive. I believe it says archives when you hit the drop-down button. For the stuff on Big Time Radio, Louisville Radio, send your inquiries to @NickyVESPN. He can tell you where you can find them. You'll be very disappointed. He can also tell you prices on a good plumber, I hear. Check out our exclusives on cardinalsportszone.com, the place that I'll begin. Shout out to everybody out there sharing the podcast and talking about it. We appreciate you guys. Speaking of our friends, shout out to Marcus Maben and Steve Rummage doing the Lord's work Monday through Friday from 10 to noon-ish on ESPN 93.9 The Ville. Shout out to our guy Dalton Pence doing deep Mondays with DP. That means something different, Shawn, in another word. So we'll get you hip to that after the show. From 6 to 7 on the Big X, our guys Blake and Terrence Jennings killing it with Spilling the Ville. I believe they're about to announce some new sponsors, which is very exciting for them, especially with this being their first year doing it. We didn't have any sponsors our first year doing podcasts way back in the day, 2012. Yeah. So they're already ahead of the game. Social media, where can people find you all on social media? Joey.
Joe Wallman 526.
Oh, God. Steve Rummage chimes in. I agree with everything Joey says.
That's right.
He's the
That's
Ram.
a goat.
No, it's a Ram.
Goat.
It's
It's
a
a
Ram.
goat.
It's a Ram. Shawn?
Really amazing man.
That's a Ram. Shawn, agree with me.
Yeah.
It's a Ram.
Shawn, acknowledge me.
Yeah, Shawn.
Shawn.
Don't make me call you by your nickname from the other show.
There goes.
This twerk pisser always acknowledges Joey. Kevin Watson says hit the plus sign. It's really easy. Hold on. Of course, we've got somebody always listen. Oh, okay. What do we? Steve sending me a picture of him actually watching the podcast, and I sent you. So you caught me giving you a shout out, and you still okay. Oh, Kevin Watson, Jeremy is the best woman. Don't start stuff with us. Don't do that. I agree. But no, all jokes aside. Oh, so Shawn, where can people find you on Plenty of Fist?
I don't think you'll find me on that.
Okay, where can they find you on social media?
At Elville Shawn and S Barber 6.
Dudes with boobs?
No.
They won't find you.
He's not giving that one out.
He's not giving that. And shout out to our guys at 502 Circle, Dan Firm and Mark Spiegel. Killing it, man. We need more though. It has been proven this off cycle that we need more help, whether it's you. And I know what people are going to say. Well, it's not our responsibility to raise funds, and it's not. But we with our collective, it is very easy to pitch in $25 a month. Whatever you can do, everything that you do helps out. Again, I understand the narrative that it's not our responsibility, but as a fan base, if we want the best here, we've got to pull our weight too. That's why I donate. I know Steve donates. I'm not really sure. Shawn probably. There's only one thing he donates, and it's in a sock. So I'm not really sure, but something else that he donates is his time when he goes to Prime IV Louisville. Did you know, speaking of them, regular IV therapy can help improve your energy levels, boost your immune system, and enhance your overall well-being. At Prime IV Hydration and Wellness, their memberships offer a convenient way to maintain your health with monthly treatments. And they've got pretty hot girls that work there. I'm just kidding. Not really. Visit them at Prime IV in Middletown to learn more about how their wellness plans can help support your lifestyle and help you feel your best every day. Give them a call at 502-251-9836. Listen, we are a clean radio show. Now, there are a lot of radio shows in Louisville will run commercials about penis problems or low T, and we don't have those problems here. I mean, Shawn probably does, but we don't do that. We take the high road. We do hydration wellness therapy because they do have stuff. So they've got stuff there at Prime IV that will help you if you're sick. They've got some that can give you that will help you with weight loss, hangover, to boost your libido. Now, maybe you do have penis problems. If you get a libido, does that make us just like the rest of them then?
Yeah, we're getting close.
All right. What was Sam? We didn't even ask about Sam because he wasn't. Sam, what was your prediction for the score?
I did.
Did you? Well, we didn't. We don't remember it.
It was 38. 38.
It was 37-20.
Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. That was the first one we did. I just forgot because he wasn't here with us. So I apologize, Sam. What was that?
He's trying to emulate.
I gave Sam score from the very beginning.
Kevin Watson says he's interested in about hearing more about Plenty of Fist. Women's soccer up 3-0. Look,
Somebody else is down by 15 right now.
I don't know who that is, nor do I care.
Go Hoyas.
No, you idiot! Not that Georgetown.
Actually, it is at Georgetown.
Is it? I thought it was Georgetown, Kentucky.
Yeah, it's the
Hoyas. Okay, my bad.
Oh yes.
Well, speaking of Steve Rummage, episode 300 right around the corner. It's going to be an all-star cast in here. Plenty of masculine, former, high-profile athletes, and Shawn will be here that night to break down the Clemson. Almost said Miami. I wish we could play
athletes and a mathlete.
Mathletes don't count. The Clemson game. It will be myself. It will be Joey. It will be Shawn. It will be Sam. And we're going to do some substituting out. We're not going to be able to put everybody on camera at the same time. Actually, we do have to have a meeting about camera setup for that show, but that's a different time. Steve Rummage will be in the building. Chris Redman will be in the building. And a very special guest, surprise guest. It'll be a surprise for Chris anyway. So here's the great thing. So I've kind of already told you all, but I'm trying to backpedal a little bit on it because so guest A, which is Chris Redman, uses Twitter very rarely. Just got on Facebook this year. So that's how much social media he does. The other guest never gets on social media. So he don't know Chris is going to be here. Chris don't know he's going to be here. So it's going to be an amazing moment when Shawn, who's going to go he's going to go pick up guest number 2, which might scare him off. He might think he's being picked up by a hobo. When he walks in this room, the look on Chris's face is going to blow away. So you don't want to miss that episode. We'll be promoting that heavily. We have been for the last couple of weeks. I've had people say, "Well, you've been promoting episode 300 really hard. What are you going to do after episode 300?" Well, we'll probably just never do another episode. That's probably it. No, I'll tell you what we're going to do after episode 300. Episode 301, we're going to have men's basketball beat writer Taylor Kopp in the building, sitting in Shawn's seat. Now, is he going to sit on her lap? I hope not. But that's going to be at that point, that'll be the closest he's ever got to being in the same room with
a warm chair.
Yeah, for sure. So we're going to try to get that worked out. Keith Russell, make sure you are following kr.photography on Instagram. He has put out his photo gallery. Go to cardinalsportszone.com. Check out his photo gallery from this last game. It's unreal, the stuff he's done. And we're blessed to be able to have him and Jeff and JK and T, just the whole crew. And actually Keith's wife is joining us this season to shoot women's basketball. So I'm excited to see what she can do on that side as well. Another great night. Appreciate everybody tuning in. For myself, for Shawn Barber, for Joe Wallman, for Sam Basin, who was actually here with us for about 10 seconds before the show started. I'm Jeremy Wallman. This has been the Cardinal Sports Zone podcast. Thanks again for the support. We love you all. We'll see you.